Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David. And I'm not Gary. Not Gary. Why are you wearing blue glasses?
This is not David. I have not Gary. He's in my room.
His kids made him a Funko Pop garb. Anyway, Gary's going to the Stanford Theater tonight to go
I'm gonna go watch old movies.
A new old movie, or is it an old new movie?
It's a Fred Astaire movie, so it's an old movie.
It's an old movie. Anyway, so we didn't record much videos during the week because, especially as we got to the cat fight that was going on. I shouldn't say girls; it was just the cat fight between Trump and Musk. It's like, well, let's see what happens at 1:30 in the morning when Trump rage tweets on the pot, which didn't seem to happen, which is uncharacteristic.
Indeed.
So that it's got to mean they probably changed his password to True Social.
They hid the charger for his phone.
Because if you think about it, through all the years that we've dealt with this drama queen here, he never lets anybody get the last word in, and he always gets his last word in somewhere on his gold toilet between 1 and 3 in the morning. And that didn't happen, which tells me they changed his password. And I believe it was Libby on her readings today was saying that they look like they've scrubbed his posts on the Truth Social site. I've not gone there to confirm this. I'm just sort of sharing hearsay and rumors and gossipy things.
Yes.
So the point on this reading is kind of like things got quieter today, which is out of character for Trump. It's out of character in general when he gets into something like this. So I want to look at the energy around the cat fight, around Trump's feelings right now, but I'm really curious about his team. What the team is doing. Is there a strategy? Because it appears like there's a strategy. Like you've just got it. You can't let this devolve because things will be said that can't be taken back.
There's already stuff that's out there. The genie's out of the bottle on a couple things already. With Trump allegedly being in the Epstein files, which, to the surprise of no one.
Well, nobody who's paying attention. If you're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, where you think he's the greatest thing ever and never does anything wrong, and you always move your morals, ethics, and put no boundaries and move the goalposts for this guy, then yeah. Watching the Necessary Conversation, it's a podcast with two kids. They're probably in their 30s or 40s, and their boomer parents.
Oh,
and the dad makes Archie Bunker look like a saint and a warm-hearted, empathetic person.
I don't know.
He's asking his dad, well, Trump just told Russia that very bad things are going to happen. So do you want Russia to win the war or Ukraine? He goes, and that's like Russia. So you're against Trump. No, Trump is just warning Putin that bad things will happen. So Putin will get in line. So Russia will win and Ukraine will lose. It's like, man, the pretzel twisting is phenomenal.
I don't know how you can watch that. The parents are they're beyond logic.
That's the problem. The mom there's like some hope for the mom, but yeah, she's got bad data coming in, and it short circuits her brain. And rather than try and critically think her way through it, she just sort of, I'm just a dumb person, so I'll just run with it. I'll just do what the big strong men tell me to do.
Exactly. I'll just agree with your father.
Yeah, and then the father's he's F everyone, F everything. He's just grumpy, and he's the example of MAGA. They're so angry at everybody that they will say and do anything if they think it's going to hurt your feelings. That gives them joy.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. Trump is a crab bucket. If you're familiar with a crab bucket, you don't need to put a lid on a bucket of crabs, because the minute one crab starts to crawl out, the other ones grab onto him and pull him back in the bucket. And that's Trump to a T.
Yeah.
Elon's leaving. Oh, you're not leaving yet without suffering a lot of damage first. Let's look at the energy of Elon and Donald the day after.
Yes, for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
let's see how things are looking. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already saw the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I already saw the bottom card.
Yeah. Sorry, gone.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the Elon card on the bottom.
exactly. So I know I have shuffled these cards exactly the way they need to be shuffled.
Exact. Good job. Good job placing it.
Okay, so the aftermath. Okay, so we got the King of Cups. It's kind of like Dave was saying, is like, okay, guys, you need to calm the F down. And I think what part of this is, what I was reading is that there's folks in the Senate that are, or there's folks in Trump's cabinet that think that this outburst is going to be very detrimental to trying to get this big, beautiful budget passed. And they, you can fight with them, but wait till after the budget's done. The cross is the Nine of Swords. Just this is like their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
They've gotten under each other's skins. They're flinging their insults and barbs. This is exactly what the Republican Party doesn't want to happen because it's fracturing the Republican. As Dave was saying yesterday, you got the MAGA faithful, and then you got the tech bros, and that's kind of, those are the two. They're each going to follow their own cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to fracture the Republican Party, and they won't be able to have that united front that they had. People are worried about JD Vance. Don't worry about JD Vance. He cannot unite both the tech bros and MAGA. He's not MAGA enough for MAGA. Only Trump can do both. Mm-hmm. Underneath it, as I showed you earlier, you got the Nine of Cups. Elon Musk, he really got under Trump's skin. And I think what they did is, I honestly think they took Trump's phone away from him. That's the best explanation I've got for why he wasn't rage tweeting at 2 a.m. after Elon took a couple of good shots at him. What else is going on? So in the past, we had the Page of Wands, new messaging coming out. Boy, did we get some new messaging. Current energy, once again, King of Cups got the Queen of Cups, trying to keep it lit on your emotions. And the only way they're doing that with Trump is one of two ways. They took away his phone, or they medicated him. I think Libby was talking about,
I think you're right,
about how this is unusual, and that there may be some health events going on in Trump's circle. And they may have Donnie all medicated up to keep him calm, or that I'm going to do a health reading. If you want to join me in the future to do it, that's fine. But this whole exchange had to wear on Donald's fragile mental and physical health. Overarching energy is the Eight of Cups. This is the Trump. I'm not reaching out to Elon. We used to be good friends, but I guess we aren't anymore. They're just going to walk away from each other.
Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. Let it go. Just let it go.
Yep. The lesson to be learned is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you could both destroy each other. You want to take actions against each other. That's fine. I mean, you could take each other out. And that's probably what his advisors are telling him. It's like, this serves no useful purpose for our party. It's great for the Democrats. If you got enemies fighting each other, let them fight.
Do you wonder if that's like the I'll get you in the future type card? Like the Page of Wands is yelling about the thing, and the Queen of Wands is, you just wait, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I can see that. Hell hath no fury. The outcome is the Two of Wands. Yeah, we have decisions that we are going to make in the future. They're going their separate ways. I don't think they're going to reconcile. I think they're going their separate ways.
Yeah, I think it would seem like they've talked with him. It's like, let him go, let him go, killer. You can go get him later, but right now that's not the priority.
Yeah, the priority is inflicting maximum damage to the Democrats and people that rely on government aid.
Okay, so Trump's team. What's Trump's team ultimate goal here with Donald Trump. I know what if left to his own devices, we know what Trump would be doing. He'd still be rage tweeting. And the fact that he's not. You froze there for a second. No, you're moving. It sounded like you were saying he, and then you cut
sorry.
out.
No, I'm good. Go.
Okay. Trump's team. What's going on with them? What is their ultimate goal with Trump? We know Trump would keep fighting. Ace of Wands. No, here's the club. You can use it later. Take the club away. It's they're talking with him. Oh, got it. Basically this is this card was coming up with my voting about the votes. And it's like, are they going to warn them about what Elon knows about the votes? I think they're saying, here's where you get Elon. Go after his money. Don't use words. Go after his wealth. And that would make sense with Trump because he values money more than anything else. So, expect the IRS to start visiting and, freezing out his contracts and doing stuff to mess with Elon's wealth. That's why I think they're going to go after him with it. In the past, the 3-1, they're trying to convince him that you don't need to act now. Let's make plans. If you're going to get him good. Get him where it's really going to hurt. Bankrupt this guy. But you've got to let him go for now, and you can bankrupt him later. You're going to win this fight. Just give it time. You got other things you need to do first, but revenge is a dish best served cold type thing. That's where we're going here. Also, their thing is like, Trump is a real firebrand, and they might have given him a tablet. Just like he's in the shape. Give him a tablet, put him off in La La Land, keep him sedated. He's floating and happy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did medicate him and just kept him in Happy Town for a while. Keep slipping him, slipping something, knock him out, then put an IV into him and keep him sedated. Let him just sleep. The lesson to be learned is, but honestly, I do think they're saying no. Go for him. Ruin his life. It'll take some time, but it'll be so worth it when you take all his money.
Well, Steve Bannon is definitely giving that advice.
Yeah,
Bannon wants to deport Musk and basically take away all his federal funding and deport his ass.
Yeah, and that could be it too. Musk came in here under a student visa and then promptly ignored it, which that could get him deported right then and there. Welcome to the United States. You can leave now. It takes a little bit of time, but you'll get him and you'll toss him out. Again, you going a different direction with it. They're getting Trump to look at this thing different than what he normally would. There's your Queen of Wands card again. I will get you for this.
Yep.
Looking at the timing being right and winning, I do think they're going to go after his money. And I could see it being a double sword that they kick him out of the country. First off, hey, you came here on a legal visa. We're going to detain you while we sort this out. There's already he's got that out right now. Hell, he could send him to an El Salvadorian prison because why not? Send everybody else there.
Yeah, you don't need due process. Just
show his knuckles.
Yeah.
Now Photoshop something on his knuckles. That'll stand up in any court, really.
Why wouldn't it?
The other thing I think Libby was talking about was Musk is talking about taking Starlink, taking the Space Dragon capsule offline, and the government's paid money for Starlink and they paid money for this. Will they go in and take it over? Will Trump be the one that basically has the government go in and seize Elon's assets because the government paid for those things and we're taking them?
Well, Elon backed off the whole Dragon X, pulling that offline. or decommissioning it.
Yeah, maybe some lawyers talk to him about the downside of that
But
comment.
it's hey, we got all these government contracts now. We need that money.
Yeah, the government paid for it. It's the government's. You're making money, but it's not yours. It's the government's. If they've been paying for it, they own it.
Yeah, and then we were chatting earlier about how Doge now has been granted access to all of our nice Social Security information.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
Yeah, exactly. But there was some speculation that they wanted to feed that into like an AI algorithm type thing to.
Sure.
I don't know what you would do with it, but because I'm not very clever.
Yes.
Bad things can happen with something like that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do with this?
What's next for Trump? What's his next move? Because to me, it sounds like from my reading, it looks like they're like, okay, instead of getting into a flame war, go after his money.
Yep.
Hit him where it hurts. And that'll resonate with Trump because he values money more than anything else in the world. So obviously he would think Elon values money more than everything else in the world, especially when he has like one of the biggest piles of money out of anybody in the world. Yep. And wouldn't Trump like Elon to be poorer than he is?
Yeah.
Sure makes sense.
Okay, so what's the question we're asking here? What's next?
What's his next move?
What's the next move for Donald?
With regards to Elon.
Okay.
You got the same card.
Page of Pentacles. I wonder how we could get to that money. It's all about worshiping money, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how do I take advantage of this? High Priestess, okay. Start advising me. I think he's going to start working with his staff to come up with ways to separate Elon from his money.
That looks like an extortion,
Yeah.
A government extortion.
Underneath it is the Hierophant. Hey, I'm the government here. I'm the head. I'm the head cheese here. Let's leverage what we've got in the government. In the past, you got the Death card, which is the end of their relationship.
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, you got the Temperance card. You've had medicated. It's like, okay, right now we're kind of striking that balance. That whole calm down. I got other things to worry about, but at the same time, my Queen of Wands wants to take action. So right now they're trying to find a balance of how.
Could you imagine if Elon's commingling money between the different companies?
Oh God. I would hope there's accountants and other things that were preventing that.
Yeah, but if he did, then he really screwed himself, hasn't he? Just saying.
Yeah, so there'll be a plan that's going to start moving forward.
Yep.
The lesson to be learned is don't attack Trump. I'll hurt you more than you can hurt me.
Yeah, it's a multi-pronged attack, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, I'll bring an end to it. And there was an article I was reading that was basically saying, Musk committed the classic blunder, which is the same.
He started a land war in Asia.
Yeah, it's a land war in Asia. Oh, he got into a fight with a Sicilian when death was on the line. No, it was like Michael Cohen and all these other people that have fought with Trump and always come out on the bad side. That Musk is going to probably end up on the bad side, and judging by that card, it's probably correct. And then the outcome is you do your damage and then make him go away.
Yep. I think he'll use the government to do it. Yeah. So far, I don't see anything in there that doesn't say IRS, do your thing. Department of Justice, do your thing.
Yeah.
ICE.
Immigration, do your thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, immigration, custom enforcement, come in here.
Yeah, and Lord.
Oh, can you imagine ICE agent showing up to Tesla HQ and putting a pillowcase over his head and dragging his sorry butt into the back of a unmarked white van? Oh, that'll be fun. Maybe it'll be a driverless van.
I'm hoping it might be a Model X.
Wouldn't it be neat if the punishment for Elon's crimes is that he has to be driven around in his FSD car, his full self-drive cars? You're going to put you down Highway 1. You're going to drive from San Francisco to LA on Highway 1. Good luck with that. Oh, God. Jeez. What is Elon's defense? It's what's Elon? How will Elon try and defend himself against attacks by Trump? Little four-quarter, and we'll wrap it up with that.
All right.
And be anxious. Be very anxious. Fighting. You got the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Hermit card, Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. It's almost like Elon has to make nice with Donald. If Elon's best defense is to make nice with Donald, tell him he messed up. He was wrong. He sees the light now. I'm on the side fighting for you. Here's a bunch of money for you. Buy a bunch of his Bitcoin. The only way Elon's really going to get out of this is to capitulate.
Yeah.
I don't know if Elon's really in the capitulating mood right now, but that is what will lessen the blow or delay the blow eventually. I mean, Elon only has to wait a couple years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
His brain's turned into tapioca.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Elon even said that yesterday. This is something I heard on TikTok. That one of the more interesting things out there was that he was reminding Congress that Trump, in 2 years is a lame duck president, because usually the lame duck happens after the midterms, and Elon's going to be around for another 30 to 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So do you want the short-term play or the long-term play?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like these videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight Pacific time with a new video, and leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many.
And unlike those other twin channels that don't have Not Gary sitting next to Gary, we give shout outs to the children that were ignored by Miss Marianne, who was revered by all and yet could disappoint everyone at the same time.
Yes.
Really complex feelings there.
Just a couple of shout outs. First, let's give a shout out. I've kind of cleared my list, so let's give a shout out to Pamela Rogers.
I can only show the top part of this card.
Oh dear.
I can't show any more than that because
we don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, Pamela. Good luck.
Let's give a shout out to Baraka, who loved your shirt, David.
Thank you very much. You can get them on. You can search the web. I found mine on Etsy. Emperor code for you.
And then I want to give one final shout out to Libby from Meister Tarot.
Woohoo!
Yay! So
bring that big fire energy.
Dave and I are going to do a live stream on Sunday, late afternoon.
Sunday.
It's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, and we have a special guest. So tune in, see what happens.
Who's our special guest?
I didn't say it was a secret guest. It was just a special guest, right?
Who's our special guest?
Our special guest is Libby from Meister Tarot.
Did we decide on the time? Did she get back to you with that?
Yeah, she said she wanted something late our afternoon, late in the morning.
Well, you said 5 p.m. So I was asking when we started this broadcasting, there wasn't a finalized time. Is there now a finalized time?
That is the finalized time. That is the time I sent her.
See, you're the one holding the conversations. I'm just echoing the last information I heard.
Yes.
Okay, so you heard it here first, unless Libby sneaks out a video.
Steal our thunder. We had set up a live reading to do a live with her about a month or so ago, and it just fell through because there was a lot going on in her life. But it seems like we've kind of hit a window where we might be able to scooch in. So that'll be very exciting for all of us. So, and then a secret card for the rest of us. We got the 6 of Cups. You know, we could just be kind to one another. It's not any more complicated than that. Just be kind.
Maybe Elon will send Donald flowers.
That could be. I'm so sorry.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Folks. Bye.